we're bundling together that labor to where, instead of hiring, 5 people at, $90K a year, internally, you're going to get that, the same cumulative effect, but at a lower cost.
Yeah, you're basically explaining why SEO is expensive.
Well, it depends on what industry too. So SEO is expensive, I would say first and foremost because of your starting point. If you're in a good position and you're already on page 1 and you're trying to climb up page 1, it depends how aggressive you want to be too, right? When do you want to see the results? So if let me create a theoretical here. Sure. So let's say I'm number 9 for a very competitive keyword and I want to move up to the top 3. Okay, do I want to do that? Is my goal within a year? Is it 3 to 6 months? That's going to change how much effort on the team's part it takes to accomplish that. Yeah. Now, if we're getting more specialized to where the keyword isn't competitive or the industry isn't competitive, that can change it too, right? So if I'll give you an example. Personal injury lawyer, extremely high competition score, right?
Sure.
Let's say out of 100 being the worst, you're talking anywhere from 75 to 95, depending upon what it is.
I could imagine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough. And the reason it's tough is because you have a lot of marketing companies that are against each other. It's not the firm. It's basically like if we were competing against another one, it'd be our agency versus another marketing agency. So we're both well versed in the subject matter, I would hope, right? Mm-hmm. If you're on page 1, you at least know the basics. But that's going to be a lot of people putting out a lot of content for long periods of time. That's where the expense comes in. Now, if you're in a small town and you've got a local plumber shop and you do rank for the county, probably not going to be as expensive or take as long because I'm up against maybe one other or 2 people that have likely set this up themselves. And when we come in, we're going to steamroll whoever's there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's where the cost comes in. It's not just, we don't do it just because we want to charge more because the market wouldn't support that, right? If we say our proposal's $10,000 a month and somebody else is $7,000, it's the same thing. It's going to even itself out, right? So, and you do have people that charge more, and I think that without pointing any fingers at any other companies that we've gone up against, you do have some people that put a lot of fluff in there because they want to get more for the agency, and everybody has their own way of doing that. But what I have us focus on is what's going to be the most useful and the most impactful, and then the most closely aligned with the client's goals, and that's how that's priced. So if they tell me 6 months, depending upon the competition, the industry, et cetera, it could be on the higher end or the lower end. It just really just depends.